Feather of the Sky. In the shimmering land of Iceville, where the snow sparkled like crushed diamonds and the auroras danced across the sky each night, there lived a tiny penguin named Vinnie. Vinnie had the brightest eyes in the colony and a heart full of questions, especially one that never seemed to leave him alone. "Why can't I fly?" he asked, looking up as flocks of seabirds painted silver trails across the morning sky. The other penguins chuckled and slid down icy slopes. "Because we're penguins, silly. We fly in the water, not the air." But Vinnie didn't feel silly. He felt something deep inside. A tug, a flutter, a wish that whispered, "Maybe I can." Sometimes he'd stretch his little wings against the cold wind, just to feel the air push back. He imagined soaring through the auroras, his feathers glinting green and gold. He didn't know why the dream stayed with him, but it did. One dawn, as the horizon blushed pink, Vinnie waddled further than ever before. The air was still, except for the soft crackle of snow beneath his webbed feet. That's when he saw it. Glimmering in the ice like a frozen star, a single feather, long and silver white, faintly glowing. He touched it with his flipper. It shimmered just once, and the light danced across the snow. "It must have fallen from the sky," he whispered. "Maybe it's a piece of flight." From that moment, Vinnie carried the feather with him everywhere. He tucked it close when he slid down the slopes and placed it beside him when he slept. Sometimes it glowed faintly, as if it were dreaming too. As Vinnie practiced flapping and jumping, a playful gust of wind swirled by. It whooshed through the cliffs and snatched the feather away. "Hey, give it back!" Vinnie cried, chasing after it. The wind giggled, a mischievous breeze known to Iceville as whistle wind. It twirled and teased, carrying the feather higher and higher. Vinnie tumbled into a snowbank, cold and breathless. His eyes stung, not from the frost, but from the feeling that maybe he wasn't meant to touch the sky after all. He sat quietly, his tiny flippers limp, while the world around him sparkled with uncaring beauty. That's when Tollo, the old seal with a kind face and wise eyes, surfaced through a crack in the ice. His whiskers sparkled with droplets. "Why the long face, little feather chaser?" asked Tollo, his voice like rolling waves. "I tried to fly, but even my magic feather's gone. The wind took it." But the sky isn't only above us. Sometimes it's within us. Tell me, how does it feel when you swim?" Vinnie blinked. "Like flying through a dream." "Then maybe," said Tollo, "you already know how to fly. You just do it where the sky turns blue below." Vinnie thought about that as he dove into the ocean. The water welcomed him like an old friend. Down, down he went, twisting, gliding, racing the silver fish that sparkled like stars. The waves shimmered above him, rippling, endless, like another kind of sky. He spread his flippers wide. He soared. With each movement, the water sang around him, humming softly like the auroras above. His heart swelled with warmth. When he surfaced again, the wind had changed. Whistle Wind returned, gentler now, and dropped the feathers softly at his feet. "You learned your kind of flight," it whispered past him like a sigh. That night, as the auroras danced brighter than ever, Vinnie stood beside Talo and held the glowing feather high. "I can't fly in the air," Vinnie said, smiling, "but I can fly in the sea." The feather shimmered once more, then faded, its magic complete. Vinnie placed it carefully on a small ridge of snow, watching it sparkle one last time before melting into light. He looked to the stars. He no longer looked up wishing. He looked out wondering. Because true flight, he realized, wasn't about wings. It was about wonder. And wonder was something he had in endless supply.